Brain cells called neurons send impulses with charges they create. Electric signals flash like lightning, fats used to insulate. Our brain is the most elaborate and creative on earth. It forms our life experience, and from it, our minds are birthed. How can the brain's billions of neurons create our conscious side? Do neural impulses cause self-awareness, our mental guide? How can an organ produce knowledge of its own existence? Humans think about thinking and ponder life's significance. A reflective mind is a higher level of brain function, so the body's brain separates from the mind at this junction. While the body can be run in a basic way by the brain, we're human because of the consciousness our minds can attain. Poetic Empiricist, Difference in Time, 2013. Hindu, Buddhist, and Tao religions seek transcendence, to find interconnectedness, not independence, aiming for enlightenment with the realization that all things collectively are but one creation. This is difficult for minds with the propensity to divide everything up in multiplicity. Eliminating these thoughts erodes the illusion. Eventually, minds are cleared for a new conclusion. Poetic Empiricist, Thought Sparks Fire, 2015. One major factor that determines the outcome of most of our endeavors is our mind, and it needs to be kept in check. To be healthy, we must think healthy. The brain is not the same as the conscious mind. The brain's our body. You hear a lot about the mind-body connection and the effect it has on our health. When our mind is making us anxious, it is reflected in our breathing and heart rate. When we remember that we can take control of our breathing and intentionally draw deeper, slower breaths, our heart rate will slow in response. This directly feeds back to our mind and helps control our anxious state. Being mindful and not functioning reactively on autopilot allows us to control our overall health. This is just a simple example of how the mind is capable of healing or hurting the body. What's really scary is how we can alter our genome, causing a cascade of effects that would not have materialized otherwise. This is not magic, but the work of our regulatory genes. Regulatory genes are switches that can be flipped with something as ubiquitous as stress. We all know stress is bad for us, but it's probably worse for us than we ever considered. Just like our thoughts, our emotions must be kept in line. Emotions are really just the label we attach to certain physiological stimuli. Therefore, emotions are products of both the brain and the mind. We can't avoid them as humans, so we must learn how best to deal with them. Proper handling of emotions is one of the strongest indicators of positive mental health, which is a strong indicator of overall health. How we deal with emotions is, in large part, a learned behavior. Unchecked emotional responses can cause undue suffering. It's okay to be temporarily mad, sad, hurt, scared, elated, surprised, or feel guilty. Labeling and honoring these feelings is the first step towards releasing them. In contrast, we all know people who are slaves to their emotions.